Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty funny things on over here, or it does kind of seem like a lot of folks out here are now starting to get a little bit upset and a little bit annoyed that the PlayStation 5s are actually kind of somewhat available, and the fact that people are actually able to go and find, buy, get, and kind of somewhat brag about the fact that they can finally go and get their consoles. Now, I've kind of seen this floating around a little bit more as a per recently on like YouTube, on Twitter, with a little mixture of like some people being jealous and also some people being like, bro, I got my console 2 years ago. It's not that big of a deal. And for someone like me who's been doing a lot of console looking and tracking and everything else in between, obviously with my YouTube channel, etc., and all the gaming news and all that, it's funny because like it's almost kind of a good thing I feel like for that, because that kind of goes to show that a lot of the availability is getting a lot nicer, that people are able to actually find consoles, and at the end of the day, for someone annoying other folks out there, especially on like different social medias and Twitters and Reddits and all that, it's almost kind of a good thing because it means that we're finally getting back to normal. So we're going to talk about the fact that people are actually getting upset about this, and as well talk about the fact that, well, it's kind of a good news that we're kind of getting back to normal. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X for $500 giveaway ending pretty soon. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below in case you guys want to follow for bonus giveaway entries. We have all the Samsung SSDs all linked down below with their brand new big sale going on for PS5, PCs, or Xboxes themselves. Good deals, good sales. And of course, we have the Target, Amazon links down below. And let's dive into the video. So this actually kind of came up to me, and saw this thread like quite a few, like maybe around like a week or so, 2 weeks ago or so. And as we saw this, it kind of sparked up a very interesting discussion. Because ever since I saw this, I've been seeing this pop up a little bit more and more and more. Now, as you guys have probably known, throughout these past few years, a lot of folks have been kind of like, it's been weird. It's been hard. There's been a lot of, like, not necessarily too much stock availability. And obviously, it's kind of exciting because you just haven't really seen PS5s, Xboxes, or even GPUs really in stores, or if they are in stores, only for a very, very short time. But as time and time goes on, and we've sold like over 25 million PlayStations and quite a few different million Xboxes, we are now finally starting to see consoles kind of sit on the shelves. We're finally seeing consoles maybe sitting for multiple days, and sometimes even online, as we've mentioned a lot, that's why we have the Amazon links and Target links, that they actually might also be readily available for a quite longer amount of time. But obviously, we now have these few different groups. Number one is that we have a very big, large amount of normal people out there who are kind of just used to seeing the memes or on the TikToks or YouTubes or just knowing that it's harder to find consoles because they maybe try to look, they'll spend like 20 minutes, they check the big GameStop, Best Buy, Target, everything, and they're not in stock, and they're like, yeah, it's probably impossible. Although sometimes they were just set for a few days, sometimes they just set for, a few hours, or sometimes just had to go inside of stores and go ask around, as we've kind of been tracking. But now as it kind of gets a little bit more normalized and they're not like as quickly selling out within 5 minutes, now people are kind of thinking like, bro, it's not that special. I got my console 2 years ago or last year or last holiday, or I've already played and beat God of War and every other exclusive already. It's not a big deal. So now people are kind of calling out folks saying like, bro, we get it. PS5s are literally everywhere. Everyone now can get one. Stop posting about PS5 stock and purchases, please. Now, this kind of is more so in regards, like, say, for the Reddit, because every now and then I'll go on r/gaming, and it's funny because we've had people call it the same stuff that I find kind of funny, where it's like, hey, my wife randomly went and got a loaf of bread at, like, at Myers or Target, and oh my god, look what she came back with, oh my god, it's a PlayStation 5, and like, oh my god, I went to Best Buy on, like, the same day they have an event drop on Black Friday, and oh my god, there's 50 consoles, it's crazy. Now, I'm one of those people, I've been trying my best to help people with stock for a while, and I do keep on saying and admitting we should probably stop soon because it is starting to get pretty readily available and pretty easy for folks. And at the same time, like, I just want to be able to go and make other videos and talk about other stuff on my channel. But it is interesting because, like I said, people are like, bro, we're over this. I've seen this on Twitter. I've seen this on YouTube comments. I've seen people that are like, oh my god, I finally got my PS5, and people responding being like, bro, I got my PS5 literally on launch day 2 years ago. Where have you been? I was one of the people who got it on launch day too. I was very, very lucky. But as I've gone through the whole process of helping people and knowing how, especially the botting era, because there was a long time for these consoles where it was just botted. Like, it was just, you'd have 50,000 Walmart consoles, but 49,000 of them would go to bots. So, I mean, it was hard. Like, there was a really big, long period where there's no stock in stores. All the stock was available online, and then all the available stock online, because scalpers and botters were able to make so much extra money by selling the stuff or selling on Facebook or eBay or StockX. At that point, they were like, well, let's just go and keep on botting. Let's go make as much money as we can. But nowadays, now everyone out there is kind of getting become a little bit more normal. We're seeing less botting, we're seeing more in stores, and it is becoming more normalized. But that's kind of what causes a lot of these folks to get annoyed, because they're like, bro, I don't care anymore. I don't care. It's not special. It's like 2-year-old plus at this point for these people. But they're saying like, hey man, this goes on for weeks and weeks. We hate seeing this stuff on r/gaming and all these other big focal, like, like gaming Reddits and gaming forums and Twitter, whatever. And they're like, bro, it's not special. No one cares. No one likes them. Everything out this is kind of stupid. And now people are like, yo, there's now, instead of just having these like celebration posts of them getting their consoles, which I think if you're happy and you somehow got your console and you're chilling and you're vibing and you're like, oh my God, after all these years, I either saved up enough money or I randomly found one in my local area and I finally got it, you should be happy. You should celebrate that. But some people don't care. That's just the reality of the world. I care because I've been along with the process for everyone, trying my best to help people, help the moms, help the dads. Some folks are just like, bro, I just want to talk about brand new games, or I'm a PC gamer, I only have a Switch, or whatever it might be. But it's kind of funny because now folks are like, now people got their consoles, but now they're just showing up things in stores and big batches of stock and everything else with it too as well, when it comes to this one too. And some people are like, bro, we should just go make the entire subs, like just pictures of PS5 boxes, get the ones, it's kind of what I was saying, where it's like, I love the ones with the little stories about the wife, so that she was going out to get milk, but then she bought a PS5, which was buckled in the car seat for some odd reason, because it's looking cute. On top of that, I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 months and got him a PS5 and a TV. Do you think he'll like it? And it's kind of funny because, I mean, how come someone's not buying me a PS5 and an 80-inch TV? I mean, it sounds kind of fun. But these people also caught out those folks that are like probably just, trying to get like attention and trying to get love and everything else too. And like this guy's like, my wife said she was going to get a PS5, but that she came with groceries too on top of that. And also too, as well, folks are kind of also highlighting the fact that we should probably finally go get some next-gen games, which is a completely different topic and something I'm always with, especially how Xbox been getting some pretty big heat these past few weeks about being so radio silent. And even with that, like, people are like even saying they're passive, and that's why they don't really care. Like, this person's like, yeah, these consoles been out for 2 years, and how many actual next-gen exclusives are there on the shelves that you can't even play? So, like, why do we care if someone got a PS5 or, like, a glorified console? Because it's just the same thing as, like, getting a GPU upgrade. Yeah, it might be nice, and yeah, if you're an enthusiast, or, like, you like it, or your friends maybe, but, like, just the general population's like, bro, if you got your console, we don't care. Go and enjoy it. You don't got to talk about it. Don't show it on Facebook and everything else all in between, And it's funny too, because they were even like, hey, I saw this PS5 like for $1.2 thousand at a casino, which is probably a good place to go. You go hit like lucky on jackpot, or like so I was gonna say get a lucky jackpot, but I was also trying to say poker at the same time. But like, you get that like lucky random hit, and you go and see this type of stuff, and like you're seeing something for like 1.6K, and on top of this, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of money. Like, it's easy to find if you got the extra money to go play. But it's funny too, because also even other countries are like, yeah, it's still hard to go get over here for places in like Germany, Europe, Russia, and all that. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'd probably go and agree with that too. It's just kind of hard still for other regions. But at least here in America, I'm sure a lot of also in other places too, it's getting a little bit more easy. Like the UK and America, we've had a lot of big stock. And that's probably why people are just getting annoyed. That's probably why people are kind of getting over it. And it kind of makes sense too at the end of the day. And also it's funny too, because even some people are still in the boat of, hey, I love that everyone's finding them and getting them. This person over here should be subscribed to my YouTube channel. But they're like, no, there's still nothing around for me, which is kind of funny too. And also it's kind of funny too, because I also want to talk about this, because I have been seeing this pop up a little bit more, that some scalpers are also having issues even selling their stock. And that has been pimping up a lot. So it's just a funny interest to go and see, because I've been seeing this up on YouTube a little bit, sometimes on my own restock videos where people are like, how are people still having issues after all this time? Like I've said on Twitter, on even these Reddit posts, and I've seen other threads like this one. I just thought this one had a lot of really good topics, a lot of good things to bring up to you guys. But like, you see this, and it does seem like people are not necessarily getting upset at folks, but they're kind of like, yeah, no, I guess they are getting a little upset. They're just getting annoyed. They don't care. It's old news. It's old business. And I'm biased. When you guys get your consoles, if you guys haven't already, maybe you're saving up money or trying to get a good deal or waiting for maybe a few more games or whatever it might be, you should be able to go and own up and enjoy your console and have fun with it. But maybe don't post it up on r/gaming Reddit, because it does seem like a lot of folks out there, again, still a little bit annoyed with it. But at the same time, If you like your console and you're happy you finally got it, that's a reward, so you should enjoy it. So it's my little bit of a random late night video, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, or $500 giveaway. You have these Samsung links down below for all the awesome Samsung SSDs currently on sale for the holidays too, so check those on out. Twitter and Twitch stream down below for bonus giveaway entries, and the Amazon Target links too. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.